Hello everyone, this is Brian Urban with Counselor, and we've been hard at work creating new features, new enhancements to make your clinic more efficient and more effective. And I want to just take a moment to show you a few of the ones that we're particularly excited about. The first couple here are specifically designed to help you know what you don't know, right? The process and the practice where, every so often something falls through the cracks in the workflow, a claim isn't submitted when it should be, or we forget to write a report, catching that, also tracking our finances. And the last one we're going to talk about is a really, common but just laborious process of entering insurance payments into a system. We're going to go through, like I said, a few areas that Counselor has created some very significant enhancements to make those processes more illuminating, right? Seeing those issues, and then of course being able to add those payments quickly. So let's jump to that right away. I'm going to go here first to the appointment life cycle summary. The whole idea here is, like I said, let's figure out what we don't know. There's times when you realize 90, 120 days after you've seen a patient that, oh, we never submitted the claim, right? And you can fix that, but the problem is what else did we miss? This feature enables you to see all those patient encounters and start tracking. Here's all my appointment information. And as you continue to go towards the right, now here's all my visit information. Did I forget to write the report? Was something billable? If it was, did I actually create a super bill? In this case, it was billable, but oops, we missed the super bill. Now let's continue on with this top row one here. They did create a super bill. There's the invoice information. Was a claim required? Yes. Was it submitted? Yes. This one went through perfectly. But there are other instances, well, hey, there was a claim supposed to be submitted for this one, but it never was. So there's a miss. So you can see that. You also can filter down very quickly and just say, you know what? I want to see very specifically all the invoices that are claimable, but we never created a claim. So let's go ahead and grab those. So you or some member in your team can very quickly figure out what you don't know, right? You're not having to dig through every encounter. You can just see it. And there's a whole wide range of ways that this tool can be used. This is just probably one of the more high impact ones right out of the gate. Also, in this topic about kind of knowing what you don't know, let's just see our AR really quickly in a QuickBooks style fashion, right? Where you can just say, okay, show me across the board what we're owed, right? And there's different ways you can break this down if you want to look at just private pay versus insurance due. You can look at this very quickly, but now you can start looking across the board and seeing who owes you money. You have a whole suite of tools available within this area, and of course it sums at the bottom as well. So just a quick way to jump in and get a handle on your AR. The last area, as I mentioned before, is about that process that just can chew up so much time, and that's you receive an insurance check, and let's say there are 6 patients or 6 encounters on that EOB or the ERA. We want to make that process nice and streamlined for you. So what we do is you can start off here with the first patient on the ERA, and you start going through. Counselor already knows what their insurance is, so let's go ahead and select that. Let's say the insurance paid us by check, so I'll put in the quick check number, and then we move through. So now we're talking about, okay, what's the payment? Let's say they paid us $100, just to keep the math simple there. Great, so now the payment has been registered. Now we'll add the adjustments in. Okay, so now we'll jump through and we'll say that there's a $40 adjustment on this line item and a $15 adjustment on this line item. And there we go. We've now finished the update for that patient. We've added the payment and we've added the adjustments, just like that. And now we move on to the next patient on the list, right? So we just go from one to the next. In this scenario, this of course are patients that have the same insurance. So as I move forward, it already knows, okay, it's still Caramore, same check number, right? So I'm saving time just by doing this in a row here. And now once again, there's my invoice. Let's go ahead and take the payment. And we'll move through now and take the adjustment. So if you can imagine, once again, you've got that EOB sitting in front of you. It's got 7 patients on it. If you can just go patient to patient, you can have that whole process wrapped up in a few minutes, whereas traditionally it takes much, much longer than that, right? So once again, now just by going through that process, I've now cleaned up this invoice And Nancy, the other patient I was looking at, her invoice is all squared away as well. So as I mentioned, these are things that Counselor has been working on for the last few months and has put out there for everyone to use. There's a whole host of things that we're working on that we're really excited to get out there. But just these in area particular, I wanted to show you just because I think it can have a high impact on your practice, on your workflow, on the reduction in errors, and the overall just kind of ease of use for your whole staff. So thank you very much for joining us. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. You always can reach out to us via email. You can call us. You can also live chat us directly from counselor.com. We would be very happy to hear from you. Thank you so much.